Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video we start collecting Conquest First Blood, the skirmish version of the Conquest setting from Parabellum Wargames. Now in this video we're going to take a look at the 100 Kingdoms and their brand new First Blood Warband box set that's soon to be released by Parabellum. You can go pick these up on pre-order on the website at the time of recording. And so we are going to go through the contents of this box set, talk a little bit about what all these models do on the tabletop before having a look at some other models we can use to expand upon this initial box set, and finally finish off the video with a little sample army of 800 points for you to use as some inspiration for starting your own Conquest First Blood force. And so, to begin with, let's talk about this box set. And so we have the Noble Lord. This is a medium infantry character and, pretty solid stat line all round. 5 wounds, 5 attacks, clash and defense 3, all really solid stuff. It's got quite a few command abilities. First of all, onwards, target friendly regiment can gain the unstoppable special rule. You've got Brace as well, where target friendly regiment can reroll defense rolls of 6 until the end of your regiment's next activation. And Polearm tactics as well, where target friendly regiment with the support special rule does not suffer the negative effects of engaging enemy models within 1 inch until the end of the regiment's next activation, which is pretty cool all in. Other than this, you do have a bunch of other stuff you can take, where you've got your different weapon arts models, where you can pick effectively different sort of abilities for your fighter here to take, along with all your normal sort of relics and stuff like that. Now this model is joined by an officer called the Errant of the Order of the Shield. This is the cool looking shield on the ground model to the front left. Now you've got the ability Jury and Executioner, where after draw events are resolved but before the regiment performs its first action, the Errant of the Order of Shield may choose one of the following 2 roles to adopt. You can either be the Jury, where you'll add 1 to its attacks characteristic and the Shield special rule will be gained, and in addition Militia and Militia Bowmen within command range can reroll hit rolls of a 6 when performing clash or volley actions. Or Executioner, you'll gain the Cleave +2 special rule, and during your clash, the officer model directs its attacks against a character regiment and can reroll all its failed hits. So, a nice little additional buff piece for some of your units. Now we do get 4 Hunter Cadre to start off with as our first unit in this box set. Hunter Cadre are a light infantry unit. They're ranged. They've got Fiend Hunter, which is really cool. It gives them rerolls failed hits against monsters, brutes, and cavalry. Barrage with range of 15 inch and armor piercing there is all really nice. And then you have the Gilded Legion, which are a heavy infantry combat focused unit. Cleave 1, only the finest as well. Gilded Legion have a engagement range of 2.5 inches, which is really fun. And, they're going to hit with a defense of 3. You've got Clash 3. This is a really decently solid unit to go on the battlefield with. Then we have the Militia Bowmen. They'll obviously get all the benefits of rocking up with the Errant of the Order of the Shield. Militia Bowmen, they're dirt cheap. 80 points for 4 of them. They have Barrage 2, which is not too shabby. Range 15 inch, but that volley of 1 is all they've got. So, they definitely do need the rerolls potentially from the Errant. But lastly, we have a Household Knight as well. A really strong cavalry model. Cavalry is something that the 100 Kingdoms really do excel at. So shield and brutal impact 2 on top of clash 2, but defense 3, 5 wounds, 4 attacks. This model can absolutely hit hard. Also, we would like to thank Parabellum for sponsoring the channel with Conquest the Last Argument of Kings and Conquest First Blood. If you'd like to help the channel, you can do so by supporting us by going and using our affiliate code to get 10% off your orders on the Parabellum e-store. The code here on the screen will get you the said discount, CFGCONQ5. Go and get yourself 10% off and help the channel continue to make more and more Conquest content. And so, where else to look? To start with, we're going to look at a couple of other officer models we can bring in, and these are a couple of options that are available to be taken in your Gilded Legion. And the first of these is the Drill Master. This model will have the Ready Your Weapons command, where you can give Flurry to one of the units that's joined, and this is just reroll all failed hit rolls. A really solid ability. Not only that, you do get Cleave 1 on this model as well, with Clash 2 for attacks is pretty solid. The other option we have here for a different officer is the Seasoned Veteran, a medium infantry model. This has the shield special rule, so defense 3 when fighting in that front arc, clash 2, and 4 attacks there as well. Command ability is interlocking shields, where target friendly infantry regiment with a shield special rule receives a +1 defense until the end of rounds. So this can go really nicely with some of your shielding rules as well. But you've also got the Men-at-Arms, which I think is where that seasoned veteran maybe fits in a little bit better. Men-at-Arms are a median infantry unit, pretty cheap at 4 models for 100 points. They can also take neophytes as well as a different sort of officer. But their big thing is they've got shields, so they're going to be defense 3 in that combat. You know, nice, cheap, solid ground holding unit. The last unit we want to look at is another infantry unit that is another range unit, and that's the Imperial Ranger Corps. They have the fluid formation rule, which is really fun, where models with this special rule ignore the broken ground, dangerous and hindering terrain test, making them a really versatile and maneuverable archer unit. Barrage 2, 15-inch on them with a volley of 3, which is really nice as well. And so here we have our sample force for the 100 Kingdoms. Now, the cool thing about 100 Kingdoms is we have the Imperial Academies rule. This means we get to take 1 officer in our force for free. And so what we've done with this is we've gone that Drill Master for the Flurry on the Gilded Legion. This just makes that Gilded Legion make sure their attacks count so much more. It's super, super powerful if they can get, you know, a decent swing through on most forces. The Noble Lord obviously in there leading our force, and then we have the Household Knights, Militia, Bowmen, and the Hunter Cadre. All the models inside the box are all represented there. We've also added a block of 8 Men-at-Arms, which is going to be a nice solid objective holder and line holder for us, and then the Imperial Ranger Corps in there as well for another shooting unit. The cool thing about this, we do have 3 shooting units, but we do have, you know, the Men-at-Arms, Gilded Legion, and Household Knights. There's some good combat use, and indeed a faster moving piece in that Household Knight. This is actually a well-rounded force, I think, giving us, you know, maneuverable units in the Imperial Ranger Corps and the Household Knights, and a solid backfield sort of units, normally with a more elite choice in the Gilded Legion and Hunter Cadre, and those more cheaper options, the Men-at-Arms and Militia Bowmen. If you've been playing with the 100 Kingdoms in First Blood, let us know how you've been going down in the comments below and what you would add to this box set if you would add something different to the Men-at-Arms, Imperial Ranger Corps, and indeed if there's a different one of the officers you would choose instead of the Drill Master on the Gilded Legions. And so that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fantastic little community here, we have a Discord server which is linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. If you would like to, you can do so either by YouTube members or Patreon, or by grabbing yourself some merch at Teespring or at our Ko-fi store. All of them are linked down in the video's description. As a special thank you to our Patrons and YouTube members, we'd like to give you all a shout out. So thank you to our Patrons, Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lowe, Outer Shot First, Andrew Bowen, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallers, Redman, Iron Grinch, Nicholas Colomos, Colorblind Magic, Grimscold, and Andy C. And to our YouTube members, Green Rich Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Weird, James Tillman, Gargamel196, and Disco. Lastly, a special thanks, first of all, to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing art for the channel, everyone who helps come and provide the games for everyone to watch on the channel as well, and indeed all our fantastic mods and members of the community who keep our Discord and comment section a fantastic place for all to be. Thank you all once again, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.